Welcome back to Strength and Health for Life, where we prevent you from coloring your innards. Hello! Welcome to day 80 of our weight loss journey together. Before we begin, we ask that you smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell to receive all alerts, and watch the video all the way through. Also, if you have any topics you'd like to see in this channel, please leave your suggestions in the comment section below. Today, we continue our series on food additives by talking about food colorings. More accurately, food dyes. There's a reason they call it dyes. Get it? Fine. Most people have probably heard of at least one or two dyes that can cause health issues if ingested. But there's actually a few more than that. The sheer number of dyes is completely unbelievable. But there are 8 primary ones that are in use. So today we'll go over those 8 dyes, what they cause, and even what countries have banned them. They must not be as benign as you thought. By the way, if you want to gain control of your income, provide more time for the things you want and love, and create the life that you want like I am, take action now and click the first link in the description to learn how. So before we go over the list of dyes, we probably should discuss what they are. It's self-evident what they do. They change the color of what we eat. But the food dyes we're talking about are synthetic compounds that can also cause issues in your body. Also, with most things that we ingest, allergies can also play an issue here. If you have an allergy to any of these dyes, you'll notice effects much earlier. Those symptoms could be hives, rashes, shortness of breath, throat tightness, anaphylaxis, abdominal pain, vomiting, diarrhea, and behavioral changes. Since these are the symptoms of an allergic reaction, you should also keep an eye out for these when you're eating anything. You can get tested for allergies, but they won't test you for everything under the sun. So just be aware of what the symptoms are when you're ingesting anything at all. And keep in mind, these are completely separate from the health issues that these food dyes produce. But the reason I list them here is it seems there are more people allergic to these food dyes than most foods. Probably because they're synthetic and horrible for you. Now, as we go through the list of dyes, keep in mind they may go by their color number or their alternate name as well. So when looking for them on a list of ingredients, make sure you look for either of them. Number 1, blue number 1. That seems quite fitting. Yes, it does. Blue number 1 is also known as brilliant blue. The major health issue with this particular food dye is chromosomal damage. That's genetic damage for anyone wondering. This dye is banned in France and Finland, but is still in use in the United States. It can be found in baked goods, cereals, candies, and beverages. So make sure you check the ingredient list whenever possible. Number 2, blue number 2. Blue number 2 is also known as indigo blue. The major health concern with this is brain tumors, which is fine if you want to hallucinate. Blue number 2 happens to be banned in Norway, but in the rest of the world it's used in beverages, candies, and dog food. So stay away from those dog biscuits. Number 3, citrus red number 2. That's the only name for it. Citrus red number 2 has been shown to cause bladder tumors, but more shocking is where you can find it. So where do you find it? In the skin of Florida oranges. Good luck with that. It has, however, been banned in the US for use during any food processing. So the chances of finding it anywhere outside of Florida oranges is absolutely zero. Unless, of course, corporations break laws, but they don't do that. Oh, I want to live in that world. Number 4, green number 3. Green number 3 is also known as fast green because it gives you bladder tumors fast. That means bladder tumors are the major health issue here. Green number 3 is banned in all European economic communities. The entirety of Europe. Green number 3 can be found in beverages, candy, ice cream, and cosmetics. Nothing like putting poison on your face. Number 5, red number 40. Red number 40 is also known as Allura Red. Since it's allowed to be used in all economies around the world, that makes it the most consumed dye in the world. However, by consuming it, you risk lymphomas, chromosomal damage, and hyperactivity. Red number 40 can be found in baked goods, cereals, candies, and beverages. So make sure you check the ingredient list and stay away from red number 40, especially since it's the most commonly used dye. Number 6, red number 3. Red number 3 is also known as erythrosine, so you'll probably see that name more often than the ingredient list. So what are the health concerns? Thyroid tumors, chromosomal damage, and neurological and behavioral changes. That means it could possibly make you go insane. In fact, the FDA tried to get it banned and they failed, which makes it available all over the world still today. So make sure you check the ingredient list to try to avoid it. You'll find it in baked goods, candies, sausages, and maraschino cherries, so it's best to avoid these things if possible. Number 7, yellow number 5. Yellow number 5 is also known as tartrazine. Again, you'll more than likely find tartrazine on the ingredient list rather than yellow number 5. That keeps it hidden. And it's got quite the list of possible health effects. Those health effects include insomnia, asthma, aggression, violent behavior, chromosomal damage, lymphomas, hyperactivity, thyroid tumors, allergies, and neurological and behavioral effects. This is yet another dye that's banned in Norway, but apparently it's just fine everywhere else. You'll commonly find it in baked goods, candies, cereals, and beverages. This is yet another one you really should check the ingredients list to try to avoid. Number 8, yellow number 6. Yellow number 6 is also known as sunset yellow. But aren't sunsets beautiful? Yes they are. But that doesn't stop it from causing damage. I mean, it's got a shorter list than yellow number 5, but yellow number 6 still has a pretty big list. The symptoms include asthma, eczema, hives, chromosomal damage, hyperactivity, allergies, and thyroid tumors. Yellow number 6 happens to be banned in both Norway and Sweden, but in the rest of the world you'll commonly find it in baked goods, sausages, cereals, and cosmetics. It may be inconvenient, but it's best to look at the ingredient list to avoid this one as well. As you can see, synthetic food dyes really aren't good for you at all. What's more is a lot of them are used in the coloration of medicine as well. And when it comes to food colorings, you're not going to be safe whether it's prescription or it's over the counter. So it's best to look for medication that has no coloring added at all. You usually can find a dye-free version of most medications, so it's best to stick with those if at all possible. Avoiding food dyes is extremely important to your nutrition. In order to stay healthy, you need to avoid the things that cause damage to your body. And it's imperative to your weight loss since getting healthy is what you have to do to lose weight to begin with. But staying healthy is harder than it can seem. Just like losing weight is very difficult to do on your own. It'll definitely help if you have someone to talk to. So if you're looking for a weight loss community to help keep you motivated and accountable, or you're just looking for someone to be there for you along your weight loss journey, then please follow us on Facebook and join our Facebook group. Those links are at the bottom of the description. With all that said, stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video.